Alright, well, so it sucks getting old. I just found some video and some images that I shot back in July of 2023, and the thing is, I went out with my buddy Robert. We went into the city of Geneva, Illinois. It's a really cool, charming city a little bit north of where I live, and one morning it was super bright blue skies. We kind of got up there a little bit later in the morning and just walked around downtown and did some street photography, and I found some really, really cool images that I'm processing right now. And for some reason I totally forgot about these. So hey, today we're going to go back in time, back to July of 2023, and check out some video and some images. So thanks so very much for stopping by the channel. I really appreciate it. And if you like the pictures, if you like the video, get anything out of this, do me a favor, drop me a like. Really helps the channel out quite a bit. And if you've not done so already, hit the old subscribe button so you don't miss anything in the future. And that's pretty much it. So here we go, everybody. Thank you so much. So we started our morning on the corner of South River Street. As you can see here, it was a beautiful but empty blue sky, and I was looking for shadows, I was looking for contrast, I was looking for symmetry. Wasn't really finding it until I kind of zoomed in on this area of this office building. But what I ended up shooting was this. I'm going through a photography phase right now where I'm really trying to make everything look old. Trying to give it that old film feel and look to it. The kind of washed out pastel colors and feel and warmth to it. I just, as you guys know, if you follow this channel at all, you know I love anything nostalgic, and so now I'm just trying to make the things that aren't necessarily nostalgic at least look and feel that way. And here's the original regularly processed image. Here's the film look again, and then here they both are side by side. Next up was this ivy covered wall, and if you know me, you know I'm a huge Cubs fan, so this really hit home with me, and I wanted to try to find some sort of interesting image to shoot with this wall, and this is what I came up with. A different angle, and I shot this at 1/50th of a second, and I shot it handheld. So there might have been a little bit of blur into it, so I got creative and just gave it a tilt shift effect, sort of, so to speak. And I really actually like how it came out. And here's the original image now. It actually doesn't have any motion blur that I can really see, but I definitely like the tilt shift version of this image better. So it gives it an old world feel. Looking at it now, it could maybe be a little warmer, a little softer light coming from that lamp, but either way, I kind of like it. All right, because every good YouTube video has to have a little bit of a time lapse in it. Here's a little time lapse of me and Robert shooting this building here in Geneva, and again I was going for that old-fashioned look to it, look and feel, and old film feel. And here's a couple images of the building itself, and then just the isolated in on the staircase. Obviously what I was seeing was the pastel colors, and with the staircase, the symmetry, the angles, the colors, and the textures also of the building lended to the image quite a bit. Not being in the mood for a burger or for sushi, I decided I was going to feast on this composition right here. I was liking the simpleness of it, the light, the shadow, the symmetry of the chairs and the tables there. And again, really kind of fell back to just the simplicity of this image. I was seeing it both in black and white and color. Wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to compose it, so I kind of stood out there in this parking lot for a while, and shot it. Oh, there's Robert, and shot it just a few different angles, a few different ways, cropped in, zoomed out, and all with my 24-70 mm lens. So enough blabbing about it. I will show you not only my large belly, but I'll show you a couple of the images now. Alright, hold up. I need to break in here just for a second, let you all know that this is definitely one of my favorite images, if not the favorite image of this photo session that I had. Just the simplicity and the symmetry and the composition and the light and the shadows. That's what you're looking for. That's what I'm looking for when I go out and shoot any type of photography. And this one is, obviously, this is the color image, and here's the black and white image. I love them both. I think I like the first one, the color one, better, but I just wanted to break in and give you my thoughts on this image. So back to the music. And as it turns out, I saw this composition from afar, and it ended up yielding some of my favorite images of this shoot as well. The soft light and the creamy tones and the old nostalgic looking chairs at the conference table really kind of creates some intrigue for me. It makes me wonder what's going on at this table and what happens there and things like that. So, and obviously the pedestrian walking through the scene in the background certainly draws a little more interest and brings the viewer's eye deeper into the image. I recomposed and I shot this, and I just love everything about it. I love the composition, I love the tones, I love the textures, I love the creaminess, love the nostalgia of it. This is just, in my opinion, just an image that is memorable and brings you back to a time and space that is long gone by now. So this is probably, this one for real, is my favorite image of this shoot. And after leaving this location, I walked back past this location and I shot it from this angle. Really like these two images because same reasons as before: the tones, the black and white, the simplicity, the canvas on top of it. But these two images have a little more depth to them. Then I was walking down the street and I noticed this old-fashioned, nostalgic-looking dry cleaning business. I looked up at it and thought to myself, any good photographer is going to make a good image right here. But since I'm not a good photographer, I decided to walk away from it. But I did grab these before I left. Then it was time to do some real street walking. So found this restaurant and I did something that I've never done before, and I stuck my lens right up to the glass of this restaurant. and I was taking some images of the people inside, and well, here's how it went. Well, I don't love it, if I'm being completely honest, but it was my first time being very intrusive with my lens, and I was very uncomfortable doing it. But I kind of like this image, and I like the layers of it. Obviously focused in on the waitress's face. That tells a story, but then when you zoom back out of it, you see the other people that are in the restaurant, and again, you get the dimensions and layers from the reflections that are going on, and kind of wonder about the story that is attached to this image, which, you know, is telltale of an image that's, you know, somewhat worth not deleting, I guess. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put up the last handful of images that I kept from this shoot. Not going to talk over them, just going to put them up and let you enjoy them. If you have a comment on any of them or have a question on any of them, just drop me a comment and I'll get back to you ASAP. So with that, here are the rest of the images that I shot on this day in Geneva, Illinois. Alright, so that's going to do it for another video. Thank you very much for stopping by the channel. I've got some cool stuff coming up. Went on a trip to California, so I'll be sharing that with you soon. Also been down to Starved Rock recently for the fall pictures. Flew my drone the other day. Got some beautiful video flying up the Fox River. Got a lot of cool stuff shot, a lot of cool stuff coming. Just need to get the editing done, and we'll have that done soon. We'll get a lot of stuff out for you guys in the very, very near future. So with that, I am your best buddy in the whole wide world. I am Garrett, and that's going to do it. We'll see you, everybody. Thank you so much.